What's the most infuriating first world problem? Having at your disposal 150 cable TV channels, on demand, HBO, Netflix, Hulu, etc. as well as 500 DVDs on the shelf, but there's still nothing good on. I hear ya. I got a decent amount of cable channels, a whole cabinet full of DVDs and Blu-ray and Netflix and Hulu, but I'm not the type of person who can sit in front of a TV all damn day when I'm bored. Especially watching a random episode of some old TV show in the middle of the afternoon. I have to do something. This only feels good if it's after a long workday or a busy morning full of errands. Being bored on the internet. Get bored on Reddit. Close tab. Open Reddit a new tab. When you hit the restart button instead of shut down. Honestly, why isn't there a oh crap, I misclicked shut down instead button on that restart screen? Having so much food in your fridge and pantries that you become exhausted at the possibilities of cooking it, so you just eat out. I went to a hot dog stand Shake Shack around my house, and they had 40 flavors of milkshakes. I was so overwhelmed at the possibilities and couldn't decide, and ended up with a chocolate milkshake. There's a great TED talk about how having too many choices actually diminishes our happiness, that the numerous possibilities create a sort of regret over your choice no matter what. Feeling sad because you're human and humans feel that way sometimes, but then looking at every wonderful privilege you have around you and feeling bad for feeling sad. Also tangled earphones. Screw those naughty f***ers. Honestly, that is the hardest thing for people to understand. Sadness and depression are universal. Wealth often exacerbates issues rather than mitigates it. Yeah, there's the spoiled brats on Dr. Phil that we can all laugh at and such, but most people aren't like that. So, everything being connected to the internet and relying on it. I couldn't do my washing this morning because the internet was down where I live. What? I to require an explanation. Wi-Fi controlled washer. Who TF who'll buy that? Watching a new TV show that's amazing, but knowing that it's extremely unlikely you will ever be able to find a TV show similar to said one that invokes feelings just as great. Or watching the first and maybe even a second season of a great new series on Netflix or whatever only to find that there won't be any more seasons. Getting pissed at my phone for hanging on to the one last bar of Wi-Fi when I can switch over to data. Please, if you're commenting about the Android settings to fix this, please refrain from doing so. This is my new first world problem now. This is great because it's fixable but still annoying. It always happens as I'm leaving the house and loading Google Maps. Yes, I can then go into settings, turn off the Wi-Fi, etc, but I usually just drive away until I'm out of range. When automatic sinks don't sense your hand at the right time and you're just fisting the air with a handful of soap. All of these are funny first world problems, but this is the correct answer cause it's the most infuriating. Every time this happens I can feel the robots slowly killing us. I had a contractor doing work on our kitchen renovation actually try and talk me into a sensor water faucet. That talk got shot down fast and hard. Having a refrigerator full of food but not wanting any of it to eat. So you grab the $500 smartphone and place a $20 order for pizza, soda, and wings. The pizza arrives and you tip the pizza guy a few bucks but only do it out of courtesy. You then proceed to sit down and flip through hundreds of channels that you pay for and deem nothing watchable. So you power on your expensive gaming device, load up Twitch and watch people play a game you already own. Slice after slice until the pizza that could feed a family of 4 you don't even eat the crust, you just throw it away. You aren't even watching the TV. You're on your phone on Reddit talking about the worst first world problems. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. When you're going through self-serve at the supermarket and you take your groceries off weight thing too early so it thinks you're stealing. Then it stops and says wait for assistance, so you have to awkwardly wave over the attendant. It can go like this sometimes. Machine. Place item in bagging area. Me places item. Machine. Unexpected item in bagging area. Clamshell plastic packaging. And it's around a knife that you bought to make it easier to open said packaging. My theory is they do this on purpose so you have to do it the crappy way one last time so you can fully appreciate what you are opening. People that don't know that a traffic light works like a four-way stop when a traffic light goes out. It's like driving through a demolition derby. Happened when I was passing through Houston. Everyone assumed it was the lawless West again and just went whenever and wherever they wanted. One guy got out of his car and lifted his shirt to show a gun in his belt because he felt he had the right of way. He didn't. I'm glad I was 5 cars back and had nothing to do with it. I called 911 once in Houston when a light was stuck green in every direction. That's an accident going to happen right now. While they were telling me traffic light issues were not an emergency, call 311. Bang, okay 911. Can you send out an ambulance and police for the giant accident at this stuck green light now? Oh, wait, the cop is already here, and he's in the wreck too it looks like. That must have been fun to sort out. Since it looked like the cop was walking around, I bugged out. I get most light issues are not emergency, but showing green to all sides is. I was going to go back and try something to warn people, but I hadn't gotten back since I got through myself and narrowly missed a wreck. I thought this was supposed to be almost impossible. It was just a bit after halfy, so must have gotten extra broken. I've never had that occur before. Usually all the lights go red or flashing red. That should definitely be an emergency. 100 plus games in your Steam library, but nothing interesting to play. My friend calls this Netflix syndrome. You spend an hour browsing the queue just scrolling expecting maybe to eventually find a hidden gem only to settle back on reruns of The Office. Complaining about the quality of the food brought directly to your lap while you lay back, watching movies, drinking wine and flying majestically through the sky like a 21st century fat slobby unicorn. When your earbuds get caught in something and gets yanked out of your ears. Bonus points if it makes you drop your phone. First world, earbuds, still have cords, pick one. When only one of your earphones work. When your wallet is too fat with cash and you have to take it out of your back pocket to sit down. When you run out of episodes of a TV show after binging 50 of the previous seasons in the last 3 days. When Reddit goes down. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. When the video description says MILF but the girl looks like she's 20. Teen pregnancy bro. Just because her kid is 14 months doesn't mean she's not a mother. The 3 attempts it takes to plug in a USB cable. Nothing compares to trying to plug in a VGA cable in the back of a monitor without looking. Hot dogs being sold in packages of 10. Hot dog buns being sold in packages of 8. Someone put a pepperoni pizza hot pocket in my box of meatball hot pockets. Cooked a meatball hot pocket and got pepperoni pizza. Yes. Miso removes the hot pockets from the boxes to save freezer space, but then it is roulette as to what flavor you get. Seriously, why is there no printed name or anything on the packets? If you have a freezer stuffed with so many hot pockets that you lose track of what you bought, you might have some lifestyle choices to re-examine. When you reach over to grab some water on the nightstand and accidentally spill it over your phone, tablet, wallet and have to wake TF up and dry everything off really fast and you still don't even get your water. Use a water bottle my man. Going overseas, falling in love with ketchup Pringles, coming back home, realizing that they don't sell ketchup Pringles in your country. King devastated. Anti-vaxxers and flat earthers. Edit. Thank you user /Hawky Egg for the gold and everyone for the updates. This, and any anti-science crowd in general. Anti-science isn't exclusively a first world problem. There are fortune tellers and witch doctors on every street in Africa. When my Starbucks order is wrong and I have to again have the internal fight between the social anxiety of asking for it to be remade and the cheapskate in me that can't stand paying $5 for a beverage I won't really enjoy. The vast selection of flavored waters in the grocery aisle. I moved from a third world country to Canada about 6 years ago and this, not flavored water specifically, but the vast selection of everything, was one of the worst culture shocks I've experienced. I almost had a panic attack buying mustard cause I just wanted mustard. What's all this other mustard like stuff? There's so much more everything from peanut butter to breakfast cereals and it's very overwhelming. It's interesting to think that now, 6 years later, I go to the grocery store and am appalled when they don't have my specific brand and flavor of 17 adjective designed to appeal specifically to me grocery store product. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you want more Ask Reddit.